This is a beautiful 2017 Hyundai Santa Fe SE Ultimate Edition. This is one of their top of the line SUVs. It is a 7-passenger SUV. Santa Fe has two versions, the 5-passenger SUV and the 7-passenger SUV. This is a fully loaded SUV and has all the tech features that you can expect. Notice the front bumper is nicely built. The grille complements the black color extremely well. It has LED running light with Xeon HID headlight, followed by some LED fog light. The metallic is very nice, blends into the body very well. Look how mean and aggressive this car is. The Hyundai Santa Fe had a makeover in 2013, and this is their new body version. And over the past few years, they have been changing and refreshing things a little bit. There are two types of wheels that you can get on the Santa Fe: the 18-inch standard alloy wheels, and also the 19-inch standard alloy wheels that come only in the SE Ultimate version of this car. The exterior color is Beckett Black. The car also has a turn signal right at the mirror. The door handle, it's chrome, and it is a keyless entry version, and it brings luxury to a new level, getting into the Santa Fe. This one comes with a premium package which has blind spot detection, rear cross traffic alert, lane change assist, dual power mirror with turn signal indicators, hand-free lift smart gates that will open the lift gate without the need of touching the button right below the Hyundai symbol. Just stand about 1 foot away from the lift gate and it will beep 3 times, and after that it will open the lift gate for you to load your cargo. Other features that comes in with this car, it is a leather wrap. It has leather wrap steering wheel with shift knob, leather seating surfaces, and also heated front seat, cool front seat. In addition, the back and the middle row passenger also gets heated seats, and that's a very nice feature to have in an SUV that you might be taking on a long road trip. Other things to discuss about this car, it has third row does have an USB outlet to charge your phone, or your kids can charge their phone. Again, this car comes with a tech package because not only it is top of the line model, but you can add this to make your driving more enjoyable. Let's go ahead and take a look inside the driver's side. You can open this door. This car has a keyless entry mechanism, so by grabbing on the door handle and pressing this button allows you to open the door while having the key in your pocket. Keep in mind that this is the top of the line 7-passenger SUVs. The door, the color that me and my wife picked, is Beckett Black. That's the exterior color. And the interior color that complements with this exterior is gray interior. So we did have a few options to choose from. You can have a exterior black and an interior beige, but we realized that the gray one actually match up and complement the black exterior extremely well. So we decided to go with this color. This is a soft touch leathered armrest. Okay. These are soft plastics as well. And as you can see, the color complements it really well. The handle is nice design. You have 2 settings for different seating position. Mirror adjustments, okay. Door lock and unlock, those are here. Okay. Some storage bin for your cup holders or stuff. Now the SE Ultimate comes with this Santa Fe badge that's metallic. If you purchase the regular one, it will have it blends in. It does have a badge, but it just kind of blends in with the side running plastic there. Of course, this is the top trim, so it will have leather seats, and the leather seats is extremely comfortable. It contours to your body, so these little side cushion here will kind of keep your body in place, and it contours to your body. And the seating is actually very nice, because when you enter the car, it will move into the position that you desire, and when you exit the car, it will move back to the position where you can comfortably exit the car. Now, I'm not gonna give you a super detail of the interior, but I do want to point out a few things that Hyundai has done right with many of its cars. First of all, by just looking at the video, it is hard for us to judge whether or not the interior quality is adequate. But once you own the car, you will realize that this car is highly made in terms of the layout, in terms of the interior quality, and also in terms of the technology package that is bundled with this type of cars, or with all their cars, and for the values that you actually get from owning a Hyundai. This package comes with HID headlight, and that's a must. That's not a must, I'm sorry, but it makes a huge difference in the car. So make sure you look into that. It's about a $2,100 package, but it comes with adaptive cruise control, which is something that's important when you're doing a long drive. It also has lane departure warning. So a lot of the very up-to-date technology. You also have a blind spot monitor. Now this comes standard if you purchase an SE model. You also have a 120 watt, 115 watt output in case you want to plug something in. Heated steering seats, and variety of different drive modes. Eco mode, sports mode, and also comfort mode. It does have this, I believe, is when you're driving on a curvy road, the car will actually help you while you're driving. On the steering wheel is a leather wrap steering wheel. It is very comfortable. When you drive it, it is very nice and sensitive. It reminds me of driving in a Lexus in terms of the steering wise. You have different selections of radios, volumes, and then you can also mute in case you need to make a phone call or you want to communicate with someone else. It does have voice recognition system, so you can actually speak to the car, hang up, or make a phone call. This allows you to toggle through a few of the maintenance features so that you can actually view through this screen, which I'll show you in a few minutes. Of course, this is a start-stop car, and it makes a big difference in terms of just comfort and convenient wise. It's nice to get one of these. I'm hoping that you don't go with the base model, because in order for you to get your full experience on this car, you need to try the top of the line model for you to kind of get a good feel of this car. The armrest, which is the center console here, is leather, and you have some more cup storage here. Okay, you do have heated seats as well. Parking brake. This is an electronic parking brake, and it comes with the package, the $2,100 tech package. You have the center area. There are a couple of 12 volts power supply, auxiliary input in case you want to have some type of auxiliary input. Those 3.5 millimeter jack, and also a USB charger. Keep in mind that these cars are very high tech, so it will connect to your phone through Bluetooth, and that enables it to control contacts, phone calls, musics, and all the good stuff. If you do have an Android phone, then it does have Android CarPlay that you can actually connect, and you can actually get more features out of that. The rear view mirror has a few options. It's hard for you to see here, but let me see if I can get that angle so that you can see what they have. Okay, so you can also have heads-up display, Blue Link. This connects to Hyundai in case you need to call them for any reason, SOS. It does come with 5-year roadside assistance, so that's nice. And of course your garage openers that you can program to open your garage, which are over there. It is nicely laid out actually. And then this is the upper console that controls your lights. It controls your panoramic sunroof, and this is I wouldn't say it's a must-have, but it makes the car a lot nicer. So if you can, do get it. And if you bargain right, you can get this car at a right price. So don't let the MSRP scare you. Make sure you know what you're doing. Do your homework, and you should be able to enjoy this car at a good deal. The car is powered by a V6 GDI engine from Hyundai. They have been using this engine for the last 5 years, and the engine performs flawlessly. It is paired with a 6-speed automatic transmission that puts out 290 horsepower and also 252 pounds of torque. Now for most of us, that number doesn't really matter as much. What we care more about is the performance of the car in terms of its ability to accelerate from stop to go. And I gotta tell you, this car reminds me a lot of a BMW. And if you know a little about BMW, they're known for performance, and this engine performs extremely well. Expect to have a good acceleration. I think Hyundai did a good job in terms of getting the right transmission and also the right engine for this car. This car gets 17 miles per gallon in city and also 24 miles per gallon on the highway. Check out the back seat here. This door panel does have a privacy shade. This only comes with the SE Ultimate, which gives you a good way to block the sun for your passenger's comfort. It also has heated back seat for your passengers. Okay. Again, soft touch leather armrests, more cup holders, and the seat in the back has a lot of rooms, and also there's a lot of leg rooms for your passengers' comfort. You also get some Santa Fe badge on the back as well. Okay. A few kangaroo pouch on the back for storage. Now this is leathered, but this back is not. This back is actually plastic. That's just one thing to keep in mind while you shop for the car. You do also get cup holders in the middle. Okay, it acts as an armrest, and also a couple of cup holders. Okay. This car has 12 speakers. These are Infinity speakers, and they are good. I mean, for the quality and the value, you cannot go anything else except for Hyundai. The price is right, and for all the technology package that you get in this car, this is just the car to buy, to be honest. So take a look around, shop around, give the Santa Fe a chance to compete with other cars that you've looked at. And believe me, a test drive is not enough to actually get a good understanding for this car. You need to actually own it, or better yet, rent the car for a few days, see if you like it, and I guarantee you that you will. It does have, of course, it has 2 front airbags, a knee airbag for the passenger, for the driver. That's very important. It also has side curtain airbags for drivers, passengers, and everything else. And also a 3rd airbag for the 6th and the 7th passenger in the back. I'm about 5'7" kind of guy, and as you can see, there's plenty of room here, plenty of headroom, plenty of room between me and the driver's seat. Lots of room for my knee and my leg. I can move the bench up or down depending on my preference, and this is moving it all the way back down. And this is about an 8-inch room between my knee and the chair. So as you can see, it's pretty comfortable for your passengers. Comfortable, not for me, but say for a child, and my knee does go up high. This is about a 45-degree angle incline from where I'm sitting, so I wouldn't suggest an adult sitting in the back. Most of these back seats are designed for kids, so it would be perfect for a child to sit in the back here. Of course, they have their own air conditioning system, which is kind of nice. Got some speakers here too, airbags for your passengers, and all the good stuff. At the top of the roof here, you have your shark fin antenna, followed by 2 roof rails that are running. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out the liftgate of the Santa Fe SE Ultimate. Now, once you're here, they do have a 120 volt power outlet for you. You got some more 12 volt outlets in the back. Okay. More power outlets and plenty of cargo room. Remember that this car has a 12 speaker system with a subwoofer, and the subwoofer is built in the back, and you have to enjoy the music in this car. It is not the best, it is not the top of the line. I would compare this car to a hybrid between a BMW in terms of performance and also the quietness and the cabin comfort of a Lexus. And we're talking about a Hyundai that's giving us this car at exceptional value. So Hyundai has really gotten it right, guys. This is the liftgate programs. You can program this liftgate to close, to open at a different height by just pulling on this level, and then wherever you're comfortable with, push and hold this button for about 4 seconds, and you're gonna hear a few beeps, and that's programmed to open at that height. Now that you have a chance to look at the car, notice that it's programmed and the trunk's gonna open by just standing next to the trunk. And the program's actually pretty simple. Basically what I did earlier is I pushed it for 3 seconds and then I held it until the desired position is programmed. That also programs it to open the trunk automatically. So you don't need to do any extra work. It just takes a few minutes to register it in the memory in the computer system, and then that allows you to open your trunk, which is kind of nice. So we're gonna go ahead and close this. Now, one thing to kind of keep in mind is if you accidentally stand next to the car for 3 seconds, it will open the trunk. So if that's not what you want, then when you hear the beep, please make sure you walk away. Okay? So at the last segment, do you want to buy this car? Or is this the car for you? You do have a few cars to consider in this 7-passenger SUV. The two prominent one that stands out to me is the Nissan Pathfinder and the Highlander. Now both of those cars are great cars. They do give you tons of features, and so does this car. Now what I like about this car comparing to the other two cars, first of all, the thing that's really most important to me is the cabin noise. When you drive in this car, the cabin noise is comparable to a BMW 5 Series. I do own a BMW 5 Series, so I do know how it is and what I appreciate most about that. So if that's one thing that you're looking into in terms of buying a car, this is the one to go. This is the car to choose. Cabin noise is the number one thing. This car is extremely quiet. Second, the value. This is a top-of-the-line loaded car. It has an MSRP around $42,000, but you can negotiate a deal for $37,000, and you can go maybe as low as $36,000, depending on how the dealer works, depending on how aggressive you are. So you can actually buy this car at a really good deal. A Highlander's MSRP is about $45,000. There's not a lot of room for negotiating, so therefore you'll be losing a lot of money. Now, in addition to getting a good deal in this car, it does have a great warranty. You're looking at a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty with a whole bunch of other bumper-to-bumper warranty that's about 5 years. So you're getting a really good deal in the warranty, good value for the car. The material is good. You got a lot of good technology that's in this car that's not in the Highlander. So you need to look into that and give this a good consideration. The engine, it's a lot stronger than the Highlander as well. The Highlander gets about 18 miles per gallon on the city. This car gets 17 miles per gallon on the city. But the difference in 1 gallon, to be honest, in 1 mile, to be honest with you, isn't that big of a difference, isn't much for the performance, the acceleration, the quietness, panoramic sunroof, and we haven't really gone into the entertainment system, but their entertainment system, their LCD is top notch. So a lot of things for you to consider about. I guess all it comes down to is the value, the ride comfort, cabin noise. But there's one thing I do want to point out, the ride comfort. So this car is not built like a Lexus, or it's built like a BMW. The suspension is more like a BMW. So why do I always compare this to BMW? Because BMW is a high performance car that has sport tuned suspension, and that's what reminds me of when I drive this car. You get a high performance engine, you get a sport tuned suspension, and you also have good corner turns. Give this car a try. You're gonna like it a lot. And also, when you do take it on a test drive, ask the sales guy to let you drive it for a little bit longer, because you will really enjoy this car. Take it on the freeway. You're gonna see the road noise is extremely different from this car compared to a Highlander. Alright guys, let's go ahead and back up and see what's going on. Hopefully you can hear the noise of the car. When I test drive a car, I tend to turn off the air conditioner unit, sound unit, and just get a feel for how the car performs. Shifting gears nice. Has a good takeoff. And it's just really quiet, which is what I expect in a car. Leather wrapped steering wheel is comfortable. The steering wheel is nice to turn. Seat belt is soft. And it clicks in with one click. There was another review that says something like there's a seatbelt issue, but there isn't any. Okay, so don't worry about that. Car turns nice. I gotta tell you, this is an SUV, so don't expect the utmost comfort in this car. It will behave like an SUV. The suspension is tuned. It's more comfortable as a driver or front passenger than the back passenger, so kind of keep that in mind. But it's extremely quiet. There's no noise, there's no nothing. I don't know if you're able to hear the car's engine noise, but I haven't. And that's nice. That's one thing I like about this car a lot. No road noise. And I keep saying that just because that's something that I care a lot about. Not having the road noise is the main issue. This is a good car for a family, especially if you're expanding your family, and you want to have something comfortable to drive them around at an exceptional value. I think this is the way to go. If you're looking into a 7-passenger, please don't overlook this car, because you're really going to regret it if you do overlook this car.
Access granted.
What can I tell you? This car is standard. It has everything that you need. It runs on 87. If you want to pump 89 or 91, you can also do that. The system will adjust itself. But why? Just pump 87. You're gonna be fine. When you're buying a Lexus or a BMW, you're required to pump high performance gasoline engine, because those engines have a different compression ratio. They're designed for high compression ratios, so you have to pump a higher octane. But to be honest with you, this car saves you gas. You're gonna enjoy it for at least 10 years.